Hey folks, now this video is going to be quite a bit different than my normal productions. In a recent video where I was harvesting firewood, I expressed my concern over the loss of trees on my property. Then after hearing from people from around the globe suffering with the same issues, and then digging a little deeper into the cause, and then upon closer inspection of my land, my concern has escalated into extreme alarm. I just feel it necessary to share my findings with you all, and I urge you all to do a little bit of analysis on your own. Now, even if you don't have the time to go out in the woods and inspect everything, just driving down the road, you should be able to see where trees are losing their leaves and losing them fast. I'm fully aware of the elm diseases and the bark beetles and all of that, but what's going on is happening to all species, including my shrubs and ferns. Now, people tell me all the time that they watch my videos because they find comfort in them. They watch them on their lunch hour or after a hard day's work. And a lot of deployed soldiers write and tell me that watching my videos allows them to dream and escape reality for a little bit. And I really, really like hearing that. So with all of that said, I just want to apologize in advance because the content of this one won't be as enjoyable to watch as my normal productions. I won't be out on an adventure or working on a project or sharing any of Frankie's silly antics with you. I just feel it very, very important to share my findings with you all, as I am very, very alarmed about what's going on in our environment. And if what the government is up to is killing our trees at such a rapid rate, what the heck is it doing to us? So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you what's going on in my woods around me, and just bear with me with this one, folks, and I'll try and get back to normal as soon as possible. Thank you kindly. Now this bush here, I'm not sure of the variety. I'm not sure if it's a type of honeysuckle or what it is, but what I do know is it's usually very lush, and the robins and the cedar waxwings flock right to it. It produces red berries that the birds love, and at this time of year normally it is just full of robins as they're busy harvesting the berries, and there'll be dozens of cedar waxwings in the bushes. But if you look over here, the leaves they look like they've been poisoned. Now here's a really good example right here. A lot of the bush has already gone bare. The leaves here look as if they've been sprayed with Roundup. Normally in August this bush is very lush and the berries are very plump, and the bushes will hold dozens of birds, and now the birds are not even coming to the berries, and I fear that they know something we don't. I always get a lot of pleasure out of the bushes here because they are alive with birds, and now they're all dying, and they're dying fast. I've been here for 2 days and I haven't seen a bird in the bush. All right, the junipers are dying as well. The junipers are dying. Now another thing that I'm finding, in the past, you know, if you'd go several days without rain and you looked at your garden, the leaves would be wilty, and then you water them, or you have some rain and you look at them the next morning and they'd be reaching up there. All the leaves, everything looks nice. The leaves are like this. What I'm finding now is we get a good hard rain, give it a day or two, and look at the leaves on the trees, especially up near the crown, and they're like this instead of being like this. They're having the opposite reaction to the rain, so that's going to tell you right there there's something going on in this rain. Now take a look at the crown of the trees here. They are looking very sickly, and the leaves appear to have a white to silvery coating on them. I'm finding that all species are being affected like this, and they're having the opposite reaction to the rain that they should have. It is clearly evident that there is something very, very toxic in the rain. Not only am I seeing this in all species of trees, but the shrubs and ferns are being affected as well. This is very disturbing, and I'm seeing more and more damage with every rainfall. Here's some ferns here that aren't doing so good. I want to show you. This is not right. This just is not right. To have ferns look like this in August, are you kidding me? This is just not right. We've had plenty of rain. It rains at least twice a week lately. We had a good rain last night, and I'm getting drizzled on right now a little bit. So it's not a drought, but the plants are reacting just like they do to a drought. I'm standing in this one section, and I have probably 20 trees that are dying or dead right in my view that have died this year, this season. That is not right at all. I've walked here where I've been filming probably 150 feet max, and I could point out 50 or more trees that have died this season. If that isn't alarming to you folks, I don't know what is. And it's not a bark beetle, because it's all different species. Pretty sad. Now here I'm just walking along my cabin road. You can see the standing dead tamaracks back in there. There's a standing dead hardwood here. Another one there, another one behind it, another one there losing its leaves, another one back in there. This tamarack here, dead. Now this tamarack was alive last year. You can still see little bits of the needles and cones that was on here that it had produced. Now when I was in here making all my corduroy sections 2 years ago, I was posting how I was cutting the standing dead tamarack and laying it in the mud holes. So I had cut all the standing dead tamarack. Now there's tons of it. It's right here in this one little spot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 dead trees right here that were alive last year. You keep that rate up, folks, there isn't going to be any left. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's the way it is. Because I already cut the standing dead out of here. And now there's 17 that I can see standing in one spot. Now I just round the corner of the standing dead tree there. Another one there. Look at that one. Another 2 right here. Tamarack off in the distance over there, going bare. This big tree here was alive. Same with this one. Dead. Look at this, people. Look at the cluster of dead trees right here. Look at them all. Look at them all. I've got more dead trees than I have alive. Now I only walked maybe another 25 feet. Look in there. The trees look like it's January. They shouldn't be bare like that. Not in July and August. I mean, how many trees are going to be left on my land? This is all in one summer, and then next year it's going to be the same. With all the standing dead, the forest is going to become a wicked fire hazard. I can't harvest it all. Just look at them all. Everything should be lush and green at this time of year. Death and destruction. It's everywhere. I mean, look at it. Look around, folks. Look around. Next time you're driving down the road, look around. You're going to see more and more naked trees. I'm telling you. Now, when I posted that video a couple weeks back of harvesting my firewood, I had hundreds of people write to me from across the United States and beyond. who are dealing with the same issues. Their trees are dying off, massive changes in the weather, droughts, and all kinds of stuff like that. And the topic of geoengineering was brought to my attention. I had never heard of it before. I don't watch the news. I tuck myself back in the woods. I kind of separate myself from society. And that's just the way I prefer to live. And a lot of people follow my channel for that very same reason. When folks wrote to me, then they talked about geoengineering and chemtrails and cloud seeding, all of those topics. I'd never heard of them. So I started looking into it. And people that know me know full well that I don't entertain myself with conspiracy theories. I don't even watch the news, you know. Again, I just separate myself from society. But this is affecting me in a very big way. And anybody who follows my channel knows how I am, how passionate I am about the environment and my trees. So I started looking into this geoengineering, and it's freaking me right out. You know, our government is just trying to play God, you know, genetically modifying all the food we eat. I mean, look at all the problems people have now. It seems like everybody's got acid reflux. There's all kinds of Alzheimer's, dementia, autism. People are having seizures where they have no history of those kind of things in their family whatsoever. Everybody's got a gluten intolerance, and we never heard of such a thing. So now I find out that the government is trying to play God in another way in controlling the weather and all this weather warfare and experimenting and cloud seeding and all of that. I mean, it's clearly evident this is going on. Of course, the government's going to deny, saying that they don't spray all these chemicals in the air and they don't do it. But just go to simple Google Images. Go to Google Images and type in chemtrail apparatus, and you'll see hundreds upon hundreds of photos of the jets with all the tanks, and they spray all this crap. I'm going to give you a link here, geoengineeringwatch.org. Check it out. That's a place to start. Just go to YouTube. Type in geoengineering, chemtrails. It's endless. It's very sickening. And what's going on here, I mean, I just showed you, just on my little piece of property, how many trees were dying off. And I didn't walk you all through the land. This was one spot I walked on my cabin road. And it was, I think I've showed you enough devastation. So anyway, a lot of us try and live healthy. We try and eat good, eat organic. And we just can't protect ourselves from all the crap. I mean, this rain that's coming down, all this aluminum and barium and garbage that they're putting in the air is just raining down upon us, and you can't deny it. Look at those treetops in my vid. You can't deny it. So if you care about the future of your children, the future of this planet, do a little bit of homework. Look into it. Have some rain tested. Have some rain tested. Test for the aluminum and all of that. Share your findings with me. Now, after watching this video and seeing all my dead trees, you might look around and see a few dead trees and think, well, there's a few dead trees, but it's not that bad here. Well, if you're seeing a few dozen dead trees along the side of the road, I can guarantee you there's a heck of a lot more dead ones in the woods behind it. Okay? Pretending it's not happening is not going to make it go away. This is indeed happening, and it's happening fast. It's killing the trees very, very fast. And if the rain is as toxic as it is showing, just in killing the trees at the rate that it is, just think of what it's doing to the vegetables that we eat, what it's doing to our soils and the water that we drink. I highly suggest that you look into it, do a little research, and speak out. Thank you for watching. God bless.